5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Collectors, let's go. Welcome.
Welcome to.
Is this part 3?
Yeah. As long as it's recording, that's the main thing.
Yeah, it is recording. This time I can see it up there. It's recording, so we're all good this time round.
Good.
Excellent.
How have you been, Ryan?
Yeah, been good, man. Just celebrated my 10-year wedding anniversary on Friday. My amazing wife, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so that was good fun. And back to reality. Just looking after kids and talking to you guys.
What'd you end up doing? Did you go out for dinner? And
we went to Crown Hotel. And we went to a place called Blackpool. No, not Blackpool. Rockpool. Rockpool.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's a restaurant,
really nice.
Isn't it?
What was that?
That's a restaurant, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've got one of those in Sydney.
Yeah, I think they've got one in each state. So like Melbourne, Perth, Sydney. Yeah, it's really nice food. So yeah, it was good night.
Well, we're going to get it right this time. We're going to get through this one.
I might as well go into the room. So
yeah. Do we need to play some music? Dun 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 dun. dun. Boulder Dash.
Boulder Dash. All right, I'll just.
There he is.
I was going to position it. Yeah.
There we go.
Matt, how does my camera look? Do I look a bit grainy?
Yeah, but so do I.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I look on my own thing. I look grainy. It's just the way it is.
Yours looks okay. So
I think Ryan's actually got a really good camera.
Yeah, I'm using the iPhone 13. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a professional camera set up there or something.
No, I just use my iPhone, and I've got a like one of those selfie ring kind of things I got from Kmart.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just we're none of us are professionals, are we?
No, we got to start somewhere, Matt, don't you?
That's right.
Not lately, anyway. I lost half my video that I recorded yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and for some reason I just did this random video of unboxing a lot of stuff with my daughter, and went for nearly an hour, and then I tried to put it on the computer, and the computer wouldn't recognize it was on the phone. And,
no.
Then we mucked around, and I lost half of it, and so I can still save half of it, and but I don't know.
Half an unboxing.
Half an unboxing, yeah.
Half an unboxing. Yeah.
Well, that's what I've been saying to Andrew lately. Just we've been out of it. We just I'm trying to organise my partner's 50th, which comes up this week. So I'm busy editing away on a video for her as a bit of a surprise. So the Keep On Collecting thing's kind of just taking a bit of a back seat for a few weeks.
Yeah. No, that's it. So I've been in the same boat. I just got a bulk load of Doctor Who stuff, which I've been eager to open, but I was going to do on Thursday night before our anniversary, but our kids are a bit sick, so I was kind of running around doing that. And yeah, so I'll probably get around to doing it tomorrow. But I finally got a rogue Cyberman, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Hey. Excellent.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that
finally
from?
tracked one down.
How'd you get it?
So it was one of the guys through like Facebook group, and he was selling a bunch of carded figures. I got the first Doctor with the skull, and then I got the seventh Doctor and Dalek from Remembrance of the Daleks.
Oh yeah.
And then I got a sixth Doctor K1 robot.
The part, yep.
The collect and build, yeah. So
okay.
Pretty good bundle, and then he threw in the loose Cyberman for $150 delivered. So I was like, that's pretty good.
yeah, that is good, especially I think that Hartnell one goes quite a bit these days.
It does, yeah. I think it goes between 250 to 300, and then the seventh is around the 150 to 200, and then I think the sixth Doctor's probably around the 70 to 80. But still fetch quite a bit. So yeah.
Well,
the Doctor Who figures have just gone so much in price. I mean, there was still some cheap ones on there that started like for $3, and I went, I haven't got a few of those. And then they end up like being $50-$60.
That's correct.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I guess there's people trying to maybe just finish off their collection and try and get loose figures that they didn't get in the set, or maybe doubles. I'm not too sure the resurgence, but maybe people have money to spend and they're just wanting to finish off their collections.
Haven't been going on holidays, so they've been saving their money.
Yep.
And now it's time to buy some figures.
Finish off the collection. We sold some gym equipment that we weren't using. So
nah, you don't need gym equipment. You just need toys.
No.
Toys.
That's right. Now to see the droids Boba Fett.
Well, yeah, I don't know why, but I know Andrew wanted these, and so I got this one, and I tracked them down. There's a few regional big W's up where I work, and they had all three of them. They had the Boba Fett, C-3PO, and R2-D2.
Oh wow!
So which is really hard to find, and so I got them. Yeah, and along with a few other things, went shopping for him basically.
That's awesome.
I was getting these texts every 2 minutes. Go, you got this one? You got that one?
Yeah. So good.
I'm in debt to him for like $500 now.
Not that much.
You'll be all right. Just put it on your tab, hey?
Yeah, well, what's a few $100s between mates, right?
So good.
No, these are all good. I do have your package here, Ryan.
Oh yeah.
But cool. I haven't opened it. I didn't know whether to do a special unboxing or a because I've got a couple of other packages there that I thought I might chuck in with it, and roll a few up into one, I guess. So
it's up to you. I mean, if you want to open it on here, and then you could reseal it and do it again.
Oh yeah, I could do that. No, I don't do it.
No,
I'm going to do it. I'll do a little bit of an unboxing with a few others and mix it up, and it'll be good. I'm obviously not going to forget who it's from.
No, of course not.
What were we talking about the other day? Oh, it's about the Playmobil stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember you sent through the Enterprise picture of the Enterprise. And I don't know if you're going to get it, but Andrew was like, for a moment, Andrew was keen. I'm not sure if he's still keen.
Well, it's the cost of it. It's like $1,000.
The link I sent through Zavvi is actually about 560, which is a lot cheaper than other places.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that is cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's going for about $800 to $1,000 on eBay.
Yeah.
But I checked Zavvi.com, and it was like 590, 560, 570.
Okay.
Oh, there you go, Andrew. That might change your mind.
Yeah, well, and the size of it. Brian, have you seen the size of it?
Yes, it is massive.
Yeah, it's like a meter long.
Yeah, it's probably like this bit bigger.
Yeah, it's a meter.
Yeah. Huge.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Sorry.
Where would you put it in your room, Ryan? If you got it.
It does come with anchors to hang it from the roof. So I would probably hang it from the roof. Or when I get a shelf, put it there, but it would probably take up the whole shelf. It literally is massive. So yeah, I know Andrew's into Star Trek, and so are you, so that's why I kind of thought I'd send you the link. But yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, I've seen the YouTube reviews on it. I mean, in the console area, the bridge, you can put you slip your phone in it, and it becomes and it becomes the screen for the figures to interact with, but it's all Wi-Fi interacted with your phone. And
yeah, the video I saw, the guy went through everything, built it, so he did like a time-lapse video and then showed it all set up, and then he went over the AR side of it with the phone app, and scanning like little barcode, and then all these animated Playmobil figures come in, and you can like play little missions and stuff, which is pretty cool. But it gives it an extra element, but yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
But the lighting looked really nice as well. So
yeah, the lighting was good on it. It's very well done. But I just thinking, it's taken me ages. Yeah, it's taken me ages just to clear a spot for this Razor Crest that I've picked up.
Oh, you got one of those too? Oh wow, I haven't, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I haven't unboxed it yet. That's another video we're going to do. And but I've just sort of been moving things over from a cabinet where you walk in on the left, and I thought, because I moved everything into the TARDIS, all the figures, I had room over here, and it's sort of like rotating around like this. So I thought, I can put that there, and then if I get that Enterprise, I go, where the bloody hell am I going to put it,
Well, the good thing about it is it does come with like the anchor strings for mounting it to the roof, or you've got a really nice stand where you can have it displayed. But if you're going to do that, then you're going to find the space. Yeah.
Because it really looks good as a table coffee top thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to have it visible so you can actually, take parts off, panels off, and have a bit of a play with it. Or if someone's coming over, you can, the different parts.
Yeah, because it looks pretty. They're pretty robust. Those their toys, and so they could actually play with it, knowing they're not going to wreck it.
That's correct. Yeah.
But where the Razor Crest looks like, I haven't taken out, but seen the reviews, it looks like, this thing would break if you dropped it.
Yeah, very fragile.
Yeah, it looks like it's very fragile. Yeah. I wonder if Playmobil will do a TARDIS.
Yeah, I think they should. I mean, they've done every other franchise at the moment.
They're doing a good job, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. It's really amazing. But
we got what have we got? The DeLorean.
We got the DeLorean and the Ghostbusters stuff.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Ghostbusters stuff. Yeah, and you got that too, didn't you, Ryan? I've seen that.
Yeah, I got the Ecto one a couple of years ago. I got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man Playmobil, and then I've got the little Slimer and hot dog stand play set as well.
Yeah.
I'd love to get the Ecto 1A, but that's getting hard to find these days for a good price.
Yeah. What about the Firehouse? Would you get that?
Yeah, I've kind of already got the Kenner Firehouse, so it's kind of like, that was my reasoning. But at the time, I was thinking about it. Actually, do you remember when the Lego Firehouse came out, the Ghostbusters Firehouse, would have been 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yeah, got that one.
Yeah. I never got it. I think Big W were doing like, it was like 50% off or something. So it was like, brought it down to like $380 or something like that. It was like,
it was expensive. Yeah.
And I was going to put it on lay-by, but then I was like, it was a lot to shell out at the time.
Yeah, well, those big sets are really expensive, you know. I mean, it's like the Titanic, Lego Titanic. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's just awesome, and there's $1,000 straight up.
That's it.
It's 1,000 Australian, but just an awesome something to display.
Yeah.
I'd get the A-Team one. I'd get that if I could find it.
Yeah.
I think we haven't even looked on eBay at all, have we?
No, not really.
Yeah, I think Zavvi.com.au, they're pretty good. They've got the A-Team van. They've got the James Bond car, the DB5.
Oh, okay.
And then you've got the Enterprise and all the Back to the Future cars as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
they got quite, and they're pretty reasonably priced, like around sort of $50-$60 for the smaller vehicles. I think the James Bond one's about 106.
And that's Australian side, is it?
Yeah, so it's based in England, but they ship to Australia.
It's all in Australian dollars.
Yeah.
So it's like that. The keeponcollectingtoys.com where I got the grey skull from, Andrew. It's based in the Netherlands, but it's all Australian dollars. I don't know if it's something in the settings or recognizes how you come into their site, that you're from Australia, the region, and then it just, there you go, Australian dollars for you. So and even uses Australia Post as the post carrier.
That's correct.
So it's all above board because I got Castle Grayskull and I got a few of the bigger sets. I was pretty happy that they all came, and pretty quick, coming from the Netherlands. So that's a good one. If you want a Castle Grayskull, I think like the other day I looked it up, it's $107.
Oh, really?
Whereas if you want it from Pop Culture, they want $199 or almost 200.
Yeah, at $200 to $250 is the going rate at the moment in Australia, I think.
Yeah. So, and plus postage, which I think they charge about $35, $37. So in all, you're paying about $140 or just over $140 for Castle Grayskull.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. So and they had them the other day, about 3 days ago. I looked, and they still had them in stock. So I think if
I have been selling some Doctor Who figures from my $100 pot. So
the one Andrew he was on the couch going.
Hang on, there's something wrong with my audio.
So what do you do for a job, Andrew?
He fixes Type 40 TARDISes.
That's right. I'm a future electrician.
Yeah. So you would have seen my my review, this guy.
Yeah. Yes. It didn't quite work out, did it? I'm really sorry that I didn't record that last one we got together. Anyway, and like I know you can't wait. You kind of got to just go. You got the item, and you may as well just review it and have fun with it. And it doesn't matter. It's a good figure though. Like we can't do that now because you've done it looks stupid, wouldn't it? It's just go, oh, by the way, there's a figure.
We're back in time. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I don't think I've even seen that episode with them in
really?
It. Yeah.
I watched it. I watched it recently on BritBox. I think I was telling you, UK subscriptions are $8 a month, and they've got all the classic Doctor Who seasons on there, which is really good.
Yeah. How many episodes is that one? Warriors of the Deep.
I think it's like 4 or 5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, cool. 4 or 5 episodes. Yeah.
I think, Andrew, it's on. Who has the Doctor Who stuff? Amazon or Stan?
Both.
Some of them. Both.
Both do. I think Stan had the Daleks and the Cybermen lot.
Yeah.
And then Prime had but they only sort of like kick it off from I think a season of Matt Tennant's at the end, and up to the new one sort of. So I was watching started watching some of Matt Smith's the other day actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, when he became the Doctor, you think, oh, this guy's no good. But when you look back at it, you think, yeah, it's quite good actually.
Yeah, I actually feel Matt Smith was good. Like his first season took a little bit to warm up, and then by the second, third season, I felt he was really sort of took off. And Capaldi, I really enjoyed as well. I felt he was kind of channeling a lot of Tom Baker and lots of other Doctors as well.
Yeah, he's definitely got that Pertwee vibe. That cloak that he wore.
The only thing is he's the stories that they put him in, and like with modern Doctor Who, it's too much focus on the companions. Yeah, they sort of drive their story, and I mean, I'd love to see Capaldi, like if you return back to where the spiders, you know, the big spiders that were on their back.
Yeah, Metabellus 3 or whatever.
Killed him.
Metabellus
3, yeah.
That would have been a good
really
twist.
Good. It would have been a really good story if he accidentally ended up there, and because he was really scared of the spiders because they killed him.
Right.
Yeah, you know, and that would have been really good. I thought, because I like that was what have to be. I'm sorry to say, my favourite Doctor Who episodes was the spider ones on the back.
Planet of the Spiders,
Planet of the Spiders, yeah.
His last one when he died.
Yeah, when he died,
yeah,
regenerated, wow. Because I think the way the spiders talked and they moved and they sort of only just shook back and forth, but it was really, really good.
I had like a really shrill high voice.
Which you think, well, they're not going to have a deep voice again, this high pitched voice.
I think I was the same. Like with Matt Smith at first, I'm like, oh, who's this guy replacing Tennant? Because Tennant had it up there, didn't he? He had the level, you know. He had
high.
Russell T Davies. His popularity was right up here. So Matt Smith had some big shoes to fill. And at first, you're like, oh, who's this guy? But by the end of Matt Smith, I'm going, I felt like Tennant. I don't want this guy to go. He's like, I'm really loving Matt Smith now. He's done so well in the 50th anniversary. His last couple of stories alone, he had handles. Andrew loves handles.
I think that interaction with handles was great. That he didn't have a companion; he just had the head, and it was like that. It was like the K9 type scenario with just him and the robot, and where he didn't need the
Capaldi. Capaldi just suffered with poor storylines, but I think he's a very strong actor, Capaldi. So he probably needs some good, juicy, like chunky stories just to show how good of a doctor he could have been. And I think just those stories let him down in the end. Which, of course, you know, the ratings then start going down and there's a new producer. And decisions were made.
Well, hopefully, the new season, the new Doctor will be pretty good, and I think with Russell T Davies on helm, it will be he'll sort of steer it back into what it was supposed to be.
Well, they still reckon Tennant's the next bloke.
Yeah,
still even the other day they re-said it that I reckon he's got it. And they haven't officially come out and said anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Yeah.
You go, Ryan, sorry.
Yeah, I saw there was like a teaser trailer or something floating around, which kind of went through all the original Doctors regenerating, and then it just came out with the date 23rd of March. So maybe there's some kind of announcement then. I don't know. I mean, it's literally the 20th today, I think. So yeah.
Is that a fan made? Was it a fan made one or?
Yeah, it wasn't official. It wasn't official. So I don't know.
Yeah, I heard they'll get away until Easter.
Yeah.
He'll do the Easter one, and then I think they were going to announce it. So yeah, I think the 23rd's a bit. They're getting a bit excited. Hopeful.
That's it. I mean, we haven't seen anything else since then. So yeah, you're probably right. It's probably just a bit of a tease at the moment.
Well, I watched a guy, and like I don't know where they get the information from. I don't know if they just make it up but the premise was that Tennant was coming back, but just for one episode, and he was going to regenerate and into a new Doctor straight, almost like by the end of that episode. So that's what I heard. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's all rumors. So
that's correct. Yeah.
What can you do?
What I've read. Yeah. I read that he was going to do 3 episodes, regenerate from Jodie Whittaker into Dave Tennant, and then he'll do 3 episodes and then regenerate into the 14th Doctor. So, yeah.
15th. Is that 15th?
Technically, it's 14th, but yeah.
Because he can revisit faces, remember? So they become the 14th. But remember when he used these, he used a regeneration, basically he wasted a regeneration on himself. Remember that episode?
Yeah, that's
where was that the end of time? Was it the end of time? Because he had Bernard Cribben's Donna's grandfather next to him, and he was getting all the radiation. Is that the one? And he sucked it all in, and he was.
No, it was the one where he with Davros in it. Remember, he made the second. He had to make he got hit, and he put his generation into the hand.
Yeah,
but he used 2 regenerations or something like that. Tennant did.
Yeah,
that's and I put the timeline out, put it out.
Yeah, so Tennant regenerated his hand in the Christmas special.
Yeah,
and then Capaldi used his regeneration on Davros in one of the episodes.
Oh, see, I missed a few. So is it the witches?
Is familiar.
Yeah, I've missed that episode. I have to get back in. I think that last season of his, was it the second season of his? I missed some.
I think it was the second season, yeah. Because I can't remember. Yeah, there's a scene where Davros kind of tricks him, and so he gives him a bit of his regeneration, and then Davros has real eyes back and everything. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And didn't they?
Matt, up the top there, it says time remaining 7 minutes countdown.
Oh yeah.
What's that mean?
That's when the bomb explodes.
do you click a thing to say to extend, or do you?
I don't know. Bloody. I guess if this. I don't know.
Just had a bit of Mission Impossible music in the background.
Choose to accept this meeting. But I mean, last time we got on, we went for like 2.5 hours and didn't mind. Maybe it's because I'm recording this one? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I've never been a host.
We'll find out in about 6 minutes 22 seconds.
Yeah.
What happens? So how did Tennant? Remember now with Rose, he left a version of himself, but he was fully human on the beach with Rose.
Yeah, see, he got shot. He got shot by the Dalek.
Yeah,
and he was going to regenerate, but instead of regenerating, he threw the energy into the hand that Torchwood had.
Yes,
Captain Jack. Remember, he had his spare hand that got cut off.
Yeah,
and so that counted as another regeneration. So that's why it put the. They said it put the number of regenerations out. So he actually made another one of himself with that regeneration, that energy.
But he was human. So, he couldn't regenerate that one.
Well, allegedly, yeah. So when you left him in
allegedly,
left him in an alternative reality with Rose.
Yeah,
and then he went on, the original Doctor, and then the other Doctor and her went off onto another. Yeah.
You know what they should have done? You remember he had his daughter? He found out that was his daughter in, I think it was. They should have done more with her. Like, she died, but then right at the end, you've seen that regeneration process starting again.
Yeah.
Remember, and it's in her fingers, it started to glow. And I thought, they could have done something extra with that, and they just never revisited.
Well, that's his wife. That was really
Peter Davidson's daughter. Yeah, that's right.
that's
Tennant's wife.
Paradox in itself.
Yeah, that is weird. I was talking to someone the other day. When I was doing my course yesterday, and they were totally infatuated. None of them knew. They all like Doctor Who, but none of them knew about this 5-ish Doctors that they did in the 50th anniversary. And so I'm like, you've never heard? And one of them thought I was talking about the 5 Doctors. I'm like, no, it's not the 5 Doctors. I said it's got Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, and it has a couple of other special guests like Tennant and Bannerman and Tom Baker. And I told them the premise, and they're laughing. They thought it was great. Like, and they try, and she's in the hospital. Tennant's wife's in the hospital, and having a baby, and Peter Davison's like, we'll see if they can get us into the set. And it was a really good premise, and
I liked it.
Fun.
Yeah,
they never heard of it.
Yeah, no, I got a chance to watch it when it came out in England, because we were there for the 50th anniversary in 2013, and so we just switched the TV on and it came straight on.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
The place where Doctor Who was born, and you were there when the 50th. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like a 2-day convention. We got to see all the costumes and the sets, and they had interviews with David Tennant and Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Matt Smith. It was really cool.
Yeah, that would have been. What are you going to say, Andrew? You're pointing at something.
So I got the 50th Dalek up there.
Yep. Oh, you're there. Okay, yeah.
I'm just wondering if they're going to do one for the 60th.
I reckon they will.
Is that character options?
I think so. I think that was...
it would have been character options.
They got the license thing, so it would make sense, I guess.
It'll be underneath, wouldn't it?
Yeah, on the bottom.
And how you doing?
Leave me alone. Upside down. Upside down.
Yeah. I've got my glasses on. Terry Nation. Character options,
yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's a big character options one.
It makes some good stuff.
Yeah, all right, actually.
Wonder what they would do with the 60th one. Like, that one's in the Union Jack, so I wonder what they would do with the 60th.
Yeah, it was a good one. That's got the I don't know if you can see it. It should be underneath there. The date. Yeah, you can just see it there.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the date the date on it, which is 2013.
Yeah, because Okay.
Yeah, it was clever on that one. Yeah.
I wonder what they would do.
Maybe they do a Cyberman, because that Cyberman is actually in scale.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They could do, Cyberman with a Union Jack.
Yeah, because or a TARDIS. I mean, they did this. The only thing in scale with them for a TARDIS they did was this. It's actually a bin. So he.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Playmobil.
Yeah. How much was the DeLorean, Matt? Do you remember?
I think it's about 90, 99.
Oh, okay. So
from
that's
England,
what the other ones. Ryan said the other ones are going for that price.
Yeah.
But still, if you want that, that store we went to with Scott.
Yeah, Alfie's.
Alfie's. They had the Ecto ones there. They had 2 or 3 of them, the Playmobil Ecto ones.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They did.
I don't know how much they were.
Okay.
So yeah, in at Sydney there.
Didn't they have the DeLorean as well?
Yeah, he had a DeLorean in there as well. Yeah.
I think you can go. They've got a website, which is just Alfie's, and I think it like new and vintage toys, and it's on there. I think you can buy it online from them.
Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Just compare their price to eBay, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's if eBay's cheaper.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Yeah. I double checked the Enterprise for you as well, Andrew. It's $5.69, which is not too bad.
That's not too bad at all, is it? But is that with postage or just by itself?
I think they do a flat rate of $7, or if you spend over a certain amount, you get free shipping.
Oh, okay.
I reckon they'd be free. I reckon.
Yeah, it'd have to be. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a really good price. That
I think it's like if you spend at least 100 or 150, you get free shipping. So
yeah. Well, that'll be cheaper than what a stockist here in Australia would have it for.
Yeah, well, I think it said it retailed at $8.49 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's
I guess if you're gonna get it, like probably good time to get it now.
And that goes with the grey skull. You too.
Yeah, well, all the pennies I'm getting, maybe I should get the grey skull.
Money doesn't grow on trees, right? So
no.
You can't just go, oh yeah, no problem, just going out the back and picking off a few $100s and cast a grey skull.
Takes time.
Kind of got to go with what's going on in the month. If you've got too many bills, that's the way it goes.
That's it. Yeah. In saying that though, I did snag a Pyramids of Mars Doctor Who set. I've been trying to get it for a while. I got it through Amazon for $121, free shipping.
Okay.
Is
that the one with the mummy heads? I know the dog heads or something, or
so it comes with the full diorama. So
it's got a pyramid, like a silver pyramid thing. Yeah.
Ship thing that the Doctor blows up. And then you get the sarcophagus, which comes apart and it's got like the holographic section that the Doctor kind of gets sucked into. It comes with Sutek as well, the glowing eyes. So it actually has light up eyes. Yeah.
And then there was a mummy 3-pack. So there was 2 mummies which were had the gold on them.
Yep.
And
that's correct.
And then the jackal dude.
Yeah.
Jackal.
Yeah.
Okay. not the dog man.
I think he's supposed to be Jackal.
The Jackal,
Jackal maker.
Yeah.
I've just got the one mummy. I think I got 2 mummy.
But you got the grey one, just the grey one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the grey one, like the red. It's got the red slight triangle in the back, and I've got one carded as well.
Okay. Well, no, I don't even remember how I get half my figures.
No. Well, it's funny because when I went to Lobo's a couple of years ago, they had like this library playset kind of thing set up with like mummy figures and that. And I'm like, oh, that looks really cool.
Yep.
I was trying to figure out what it was, and it was actually from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and it was the library playset.
Yep.
And so I was did a bit of digging, and yeah, they're about $1,000 on eBay. I was like, oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't think I'll be getting one of those anytime soon.
You might have to make yours out of cardboard.
Yeah. Like little,
Hey, look,
ladders.
if you can make some ecto goggles, you can make a library.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm actually thinking of making the shipyard or the junkyard from the first Doctor episode to go with the TARDIS. So I'm going to have a crack at that when I get the time.
Between 3 and 4 a.m.
Yeah, that's like the best time. Yeah,
that's what happens there.
That's all right.
I think, Ryan, you're going to have to make a hard decision there behind you on whether you're going to keep the pinball machines in there or move them out.
Yeah, I know. It's I guess I could play around moving them around and stuff. But I think I'm going to get a shelf up here where the pictures are. So I like it jutting out there. So as you walk in, you'll kind of see toys there. So I might go with your idea of putting the TARDISes up there and then kind of filling everything up to just before the end of that the pinball head. But yeah, they kind of sit really nicely there. But then it's I can't kind of get to
you can't get into it, and you sort of like
take up a lot of real estate.
They take up a really valuable real estate, don't they? Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could put one like here, but then that's going to take up room here. So yeah, I didn't really kind of think it through, but it's all right. If I ever win lotto, I'll build a second level and have a loft. But yeah, that's the dream.
So what's in front of the TARDIS? So is it the cars?
What do you mean? Sorry?
In front of the TARDIS is that's where the cars are parked, are they?
No, so this is a work shed out the back. So it's not actually a garage. It's just the front's just got a like lawnmower and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So really you need another shed, move the lawnmower stuff out, right? And put the pinball machines there.
The front. Yeah.
And then you can put some nice shelves up the back there. Move all your Doctor Who in the background then.
Yeah.
And as you do your stream.
That's it.
That's how you have to do it.
That's right. Or I could just move the camera like this and be like, hey.
This comes from the man. I left him alone in my room for about 10 minutes. Next, he's setting up all my dinosaurs for me. Like, go for it, man. And then they all stacked up nicely, from the biggest down to the littlest. And there's all the Vegisaurs and there's all the Metasaurs. And I'm going, that's beautiful. That's
all categorized.
I think he loves doing this type of stuff, like just sitting there and organizing.
Displaying toys have to be the hardest thing I've ever come across.
Yeah.
I just to make them look well. Unfortunately, less is more. When you go to a museum and you see they only got sort of like one thing in the cabinet and another thing in the cabinet, and little looks right. When you got 1,000 action figures, they all sort of look crammed in, and then
you're trying to make them look nice presented and like actually meant to be that.
I mean, look, when I did the TARDIS, I said to Matt before I put the shelves in, I said, the whole lot will fit in there, and he goes, bullshit.
Did it?
No, did it?
And I was sort of like just cramming. Well, Matt gave me that last Dalek, the one with the flipped head that you got.
Yeah.
And I just managed to squeeze it in.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to keep this Cyberman that I've got here.
It's the straw that breaks the camel's back, sort of thing. But it really is hard to display toys and give them that, that to give them sort of justice.
That's correct. Yeah.
And sometimes you have to sacrifice other things to, to do what you need to do. But
absolutely, yeah. Actually, the cabinet behind you, Andrew, I had that for a while, and then when I moved to Perth, I kind of got rid of it. But I'm thinking I might try and pick up another secondhand one because they're really nice. Those glass cabinets, because you can really see everything.
These are just the IKEA ones.
Yeah, the IKEA one. Yeah.
Yeah, the IKEA ones, and I think that they're still only like $80 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're still cheap. I think, in fact, they're cheaper now than when I bought this years ago. Probably.
Yeah.
In fact, I probably bought this nearly 25 years ago. This thing. I think they were about 150 back then.
Yep.
And so they've really come. They're really cheap. But you can get them in the white as well, like the white top.
Yeah. Mine was like the natural wood finish, and I had a light in it as well.
Yeah, you can stick I think you can stick a light up in them.
Yeah.
Aldi, sometimes Aldi get them as well, and they're pretty much exactly the same as those Detolfs, but it's just the Aldi version, and they're probably about $10 cheaper. But they're still still pretty good. They're same size and everything, exactly the same.
Yeah, wow.
Probably just comes out of the same factory, but just for Aldi, so we'll give you $10 off.
Sure.
But yeah, it is really hard. And I think, like, I remember, like, the last person that walked into the room, I think they just nearly fell over. And it's not because I've got, well, it's kind of because it's all stacked in to show as much as I can. They just said, and they actually just said to me, I'm really overwhelmed with this is just overwhelming. I don't know what to look at. I don't know what. So they got really confused and a little bit bugged out by it all. And that was like the opposite reaction. I didn't want that reaction. I wanted, like, hey, this is awesome.
They were overstimulated.
It's hard.
Yeah, it can be hard when you've kind of built up everything and you've got it looking really nice and we'll run out of space. Yeah, it's trying to get everything all fitted in. I can move stuff around, but yeah, at the moment I've got it pretty nice. So
my problem is I keep finding things. It's like on Saturday, Andrew, I told you I bought a Kraken. I found one in Sydney, and so from Clash of the Titans Kraken. Now, man, this thing it's huge.
How big is it?
Look, it's just there. I don't know if you're interested. I'll just pull out the torso. I'll show you. Just bring out this torso. Look at it. That's the size of it to me.
Wow.
So, that's my hand, and it's got a tail that comes out to here and a couple of fins that come out there. So I don't know where I'm going to put it. But it's my new baby. Well, g'day, mate. How you going? Andrew doesn't talk to me anymore. Anyway,
you can maybe hang it up with the door or something, and it like swings down when someone comes through.
Bloody idiot I am. Anyway, what's this thing called collecting? I'm just like, I'm going to have to change channel names, Andrew. I'm going to stop collecting. I think we're going to have to
stop collecting.
Just keep on collecting. Well, that's killing me.
That's it, man. Like, I see the Playmobil stuff. I'm like, I could get that. And then there's the Castle Grayskull, which I've been hanging out to get. And but then, I've got holiday coming up in May, so I want to have a bit of money for, like, when I go to the shops over in Melbourne. So yeah. And then I've got my Proton pack on back order, which is supposed to be coming out early next year. So that's like $800 or something I've got to have. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what Andrew had to do.
It's all about shifting it around, selling stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's an expensive hobby.
No, it is now, I think, because the manufacturing and And that is to guarantee the stuff to come out. You're paying nearly double what it used to be. It's just incredible what you're paying for these toys. And
absolutely,
yeah.
Well, we can't have any other hobbies. Like I can't afford to smoke or drink or bet. I can only do this.
You know, one or the other.
That's it. I think Leanne's happy that I do this than instead of doing the old smoking and betting and
all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
We're better for your health.
Well, that's right. At least you can get your money back on this stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't get it back on some old cigarette butts.
No.
Unless you're famous. And this is one I smoked. Go and sell it on eBay. Yeah. Anyway. But,
it's interesting. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. It's pretty crazy. I don't know, when I was like 12 years old, just getting like blood test or whatever from the doctor, and he just kind of said, "Oh, if you smoke, you die," and it just kind of stuck in my head, and haven't touched one ever since. So yeah.
No, I haven't. I remember we were on a trip to Canberra, and I was in the front seat. I had Dad driving and Mum next to me, and Mum at the time, they're both smokers at the time, and Mum's smoking away, and I was going, "Oh, Mum, what's that like?" So she goes, "Well, here you go, have one." So she gave me like a path, and I was and that was it. That's as far as I've ever gone smoking.
That's it.
Good on you, Mum. Woo!
Yeah.
She'll probably deny that if she watches it.
Yeah.
I remember that. Anyway, good parenting.
Yeah, it was like my dad, he never smoked because his parents were heavy smokers, and they were like doctors and nurses at the time, and back in the 60s or whatever, back then it was like considered healthy or something.
Yeah, the cool thing,
cool thing to do, and it wasn't.
They didn't know. Yeah. They didn't have all the filters. Like I think they didn't have filters on cigarettes back then either, did they? Like
no, but no. They didn't have it on it because they didn't have the chemical in the tobacco. So they only put the chemical in the tobacco from the late 50s into the 60s. So smoking before that, they weren't getting addicted as such. They could smoke, but it wasn't like a modern cigarette where it's got all the chemicals and it's doing all the damage.
Yeah,
that's the problem. And
the kids stay away from smoking.
Don't smoke.
Don't smoke. It'll kill you.
Yeah, I still remember there was like a poster in high school and it had a breakdown of what was in a cigarette. You've probably seen this before, Andrew, and it was like tar, rocket fuel, all this other kind of crazy stuff, chemicals and things.
Yeah, well, they made in the 60s or the late 50s, and then developed it more in the 60s. They made the tobacco leaf, treated it with a chemical to make it addictive.
Right. Okay.
So that's what they actually did. They scientists sat down and the companies go, how do we make this addictive? So you have to have a cigarette all the time, and that's what they came up with.
Wow.
So it's quite amazing. So I mean, you don't even see them advertised anymore, cigarettes and things like that. I don't see too many people smoking now.
No.
You know,
it's more vaping now is kind of the new thing, but I've heard that's even worse than actual real cigarettes. But
yeah, they because they got chemicals in them as well, and
they're
vaping the fumes. But
oh, really?
Well, but rather other than that, I mean, when I was back home and I was starting collecting, so I was in this sort of room at my parents' place, and I had a cabinet, and it was just full of action figures. Now they used to paint them with lead. You know, that was all lead paint up to the nearly 2000.
Yeah,
and the vapor that come off. You can tell when I've opened up a new action figure, you go into the room, you could actually smell it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they'd actually give off this vapor. And that's why, like, in these cabinets, and they look like mats behind. You know, you get it looks like they need a clean. That's the vapor coming off the plastic.
Oh wow.
There's some older ones. There's some older ones in there. So yeah,
it was. They changed it. They had to. You know, when the Cars film came out, I think in the early 2000s.
Yeah, about 2000, was it?
Yeah, they actually recalled some of the vehicles because they were painted with lead paint, and they hadn't swapped over to the new paint. And I think a couple of them were quite rare because they never remade them the first movie again.
Yeah.
Because they recalled them, I think it was the Jeep and things like that, the military Jeep and that. And
oh wow.
Because they were painted in lead paint, and they recalled them and didn't make new ones to replace them, and think till later on. And so they became rare. But you could smell it. I could go into the bedroom, I could smell the plastic. It was just
first release lead lined.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I guess it's like the Jawa figure from Star Wars that had the plastic cape, and then they changed it to like the material one.
Yeah, the cloth.
Yeah, so that's right. I don't know why they did that really, because why they changed it. Maybe just to make it look more like the one in the film.
Yeah.
So I was watching it must have been a Comic-Con or something in America, and they had guys from Kenner on it. I think I told you, Andrew, but they had these guys, a panel, and there was 3 guys from Kenner on it, and they were talking about those early Star Wars figures. And maybe they mentioned it, but in particular, they said that vinyl cape Jawa never actually made it out to Australia. It was only ever released overseas. And by the time the Jawa did get out here, that vinyl cape had ended, and we only got the cloth. So any vinyl cape Jawas you see in Australia, you just know none of them are made by, who made it? Toll Toys.
Yeah, Toll Toys made, I think Toll Toys made the Land Speeder and things like that out here.
Yeah, none of them.
Because I had a Toll Toys one when I was young, but I've only got the Kenner one now. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's funny that vinyl cape, because people get an Obi-Wan cape and they cut it down.
Yeah.
But apparently they can tell. They analyze the seam, the cut, and they know if it's been factory cut or cut by scissors and things like that. And I think the capes are different thickness too.
They are. Remember, we went to visit Mark up where I am, and he's got all these vinyl cape Jawas, but he's also got a black light. And but no, just not because of the black light, but because there was a whole investigation done, I think, and he was part of it with, I guess, Hasbro, and they basically did admit that yes, there was a different material, vinyl, used between Obi-Wan and the Jawas. Yeah, so they opened up this whole investigation just to see if that was the case, and it was proven that it was. Oh, yeah. So was he part of it?
Yeah, I think he'd have to be. And he was, I mean, he must have had every vinyl cape Jawa
in Australia.
In Australia, there.
They opened up the box and there's like 10 vinyl cape Jawas and 10 yak faces and anime. I'm like, why do you need all these for, man? Like,
yeah, he just collect as the investments. And you just sell them off, you see, conventions and
sell them off, or also send them off to get them graded and put into the acrylic cases and sell them off even more. So
yeah, but it was more a business for him than
it was. Everything was in acrylic cases.
Yeah, so he started collecting as for investment, and you know, and not really for more enjoyment. I don't think.
Yeah,
because it was all about how much they were worth. And
he was a very interesting guy, but very, very nice and very open about his collection and what he did with it and how he got them, and happy to sell anything if you had the money to spend on them. And very
if he had the money, yeah.
Well, he's got he's got one of the rocket firing Boba Fett's, doesn't he?
Yeah. He turned down $250,000 US for it.
Probably
So,
more now. Anyway, he's
yeah,
a very
probably.
interesting guy. Very happy. You could
Yeah.
easily talk to him again. So anyway,
It was good. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
yeah.
And,
Ryan, did you get a beard trim?
Yes, it did.
I noticed because that was looking pretty rugged in that last video.
It was, yeah. Yeah, I was growing it out, and my wife was like, "Oh, maybe it's time to trim it back." And I was like, "Yeah, okay."
Looking good, man. Looking good.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. Nice and fresh.
Yeah, in front of the camera. The camera picks all these things out, like you're starting to get out and a bit of grey and
yeah, it was a bit of grey hair showing. Yeah. Said I've got lots of episodes coming up planned, so got some Doctor Who stuff coming in the mail. I've got big box here already. I'll show you this one.
Oh no!
Got this one to open, so sent in a massive box. So yeah.
Wow. What's in there, Doctor Who?
Just a couple of figures, yeah.
Just a couple
of figures.
Yeah, my wife's like, "Yeah, that's a big box." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess he packed it well. So I guess we'll find out."
No, why not? Yeah. We'll get back with it eventually.
I always like to pack my stuff nicely when I'm sending it to anyone. So that's kind of my motto. But yeah.
I took a little bit in my I did one as well, but I mean, I've done nothing with it. I just recorded it and I just kind of went, whatever. And, but at the end, I kind of felt like Ryan the Collector Kid, because I'm like going, we've got a couple of cool videos coming up, and I said, we're going to have a chat with Ryan, and Andrew's going to open up something pretty special. And then I'm going to go and get a really, at the end of it, I'm like, I feel like Ryan the Collector Kid, just saying that we got some special videos coming up. I don't usually say this. What the hell?
That's all right. Sometimes you get inspired by other videos, or it's kind of just yeah.
I don't know. I think this was a short video, and I kind of felt like I had to add something else to it.
Had some time out.
Anyway, but yeah, I just thought, I went, oh yeah, why not? That's a good idea. If you know what you got coming up, you may as well kind of tease a few things with your audience.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you're like, just maybe do a catch up, every 3-4 weeks or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I reckon that sounds good.
Yeah, just talk about Doctor Who, and by the time we get together again, they would have maybe done the announcement. Well, maybe they'll announce it at Easter, and then we can do a catch up the next night or something like that, and talk about.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like the night after or something. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And it could be like a bit of a reaction to the new Doctor announcement.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That can be your one to chuck up on your channel if you want. So I'll offer it to you. Because
I like doing reaction videos. Yeah,
you're quite into the Doctor Who news. Reaction videos. So that might be more up your alley.
My alley. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Get together after the next announcement, Andrew.
Yeah, no worries.
We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, it's good to catch up again, and I'm sure we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah. Well, we're still a couple of minutes. So I'll just say that, like, I was watching a guy, and I think you've just got to do what makes you happy. Like,
absolutely,
you don't worry about the views. If you get 10 people watching it and you've made 10 people happy and you're happy, then that's what you do. If you get like -3 subs out of it, like we always do, you just we put up a new video and lose 3 subs. So
that's what happens to a lot of people. They put the new videos on and the algorithm takes subscribers away for some reason.
That's correct. Yeah.
They eventually come back, but
yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right, well, have a good night and keep on collecting. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time. Yeah.
Is that
See you
my
next
line or
time.
your line?
Yeah.
You need a
See you later.
catchphrase. See you later, man.
Wouldn't it be funny if I said it in my video? Oh no, that's someone
you
else.
might. And keep on.
Subconsciously. All good.
We'll catch you later.
All right, well, stay safe. Have a great week, and yeah, we'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, you too.
See you later.
See you later, Ryan.
All right.
Bye, Matt.
Bye.
Bye, Andrew.
Bye.